This video is probably going to have two intros. So guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, I'm going to show you how to take an old school Toyota pickup truck or any old car and add push button start because you may have a failing ignition switch or you just want to put it in because it's cool. So this whole video is going to show you how to do it in the clips that I'm going to show after this, which is kind of the before, but you can see what I mean. So I turn the key in the on position. We got a blue light that illuminates here, and then boom, ignition. Truck shuts off just like normal. Take this out, push that, the button's not going to do anything. So standard fare, and then when I try to start it, it's just deactivated here. I can also do a video on show you how to keep both of these activated, but since this thing is on its way out, or the wire going to it's on its way out, just much less put a more reliable switch in anyways. So that's it, guys. So enjoy the video. Thumbs up. So I'm running a wire here. You can see it if I can get the camera to focus. Right there. See that black wire? Right there. It's running on the starter. It's just your trigger wire for your starter. You reach your hand down there when the engine's cool and feel it. So I'm running that in here. I'm bringing it through the penetration here in the firewall already. And let me take you around, show you how I'm connecting it, show you how it works, so you can be on your merry way and do it to your own truck. So some signs of life in here. Pull this through. Wire that I pulled is right here, and this is directly connected to the starter. If we run it through the dash, she pops out right here. I picked up one of these really nice quality Amazon specials here. I'll throw an affiliate link down below in the description where you can get it. But this is just a momentary switch, so it automatically recoils back and it'll act like a push starter. So right now with the key in the off position, nothing's happening. So if I grab a key, which I have right here, throw it in the ignition, turn the key to on, you'll see that this lights up blue. Now, the starter needs a constant 12 volt source. So to wire this up, you're probably going to buy the same switch. Just follow my lead here. I have a green wire and a white wire that's going into a pigtail here. And conveniently enough on these Toyotas, I had no idea this is sitting back here. This is a empty pigtail, probably for a four-wheel drive switch or some, I don't even know. You guys can correct me in the comments later. But that resides behind a plate, which is a knockout plate. So this is your AC controls. There's this square here that can get knocked out. All you do is push it. It's really literally just a blank. So it's just a piece of black plastic. And if I was a little better organized for the video, I could find it here for you to look at. Which I don't have it, so hold on. Here it is right here. So this just sat in the dash, just a blank like that. And on the back, it's just a rest for that connector, which is nice. And the greatest part about this connector is that it doesn't, number one, it doesn't do anything. I don't have to add a fuse or whatever to the fuse panel, which is all janky looking. It can all be kind of seamlessly wired into the truck. So if you look at this harness here and we look at where I have things plugged in, the red lead, this lead that it's going in here, this upper right corner here, that's switched power source to 12 volt when the key is on only, which is nice. So when you turn the key off, it turns the switch off, because you don't want the switch to be live with the key out of it, because then someone could just try to crank your truck when you're not around with the key. It wouldn't start, but be annoying. And then this black wire, this is a always ground. So lower left corner here, if you can see a little bit better, lower left corner is always ground. So knowing that we have switch power, ground power, and a connection to the starter with the key on, we have this. So if we bump the switch now, truck will start up. And then to turn the truck off, you just do that. So now instead of turning this, which you can see how this doesn't work anymore, I can actually just use the bump starter. Nice. So that's how you add push button start to your truck, to your old school Toyota pickup truck. So I hope this helps you out. If this helped you out, in any other way for any other vehicle, let me know in the comments below what car you put this on. But essentially, even if you don't have this pigtail in there, all you got to do is just get to a 12-volt switched power source, get to a nice solid ground, and hook up to your starter. You can go either to your starter solenoid, or in my case, this Toyota, it's directly on the starter. So that's what you want to do, and you don't need a relay or anything, because this is all it's doing is just basically sending a 12-volt signal to that starter relay, or the starter solenoid, to actually engage the Bendix on the starter and start the truck. So that's it, guys. Hope this helped you out in any way. If it did, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll get you in the next one later. Here's how I mounted it in this 89 Toyota pickup. And again, this is real, you know, half-assy, but it works. This is the two little pieces that actually cut off the back of that clip in the first part of the video. I cut that off with a bandsaw and then broke those off because they're a like material, and then used the super glue, crazy glue gel, to glue them on, and it is solid now. So now looking at it, I did screw up a little bit when I was drilling out the hole. It is a little bit harder than you think to drill this thin plastic out. It wants to really kind of melt on you. That kind of sucks, but it's not too bad for an old truck. It ain't too bad. So now it's in there and it's solid. It's not going anywhere. And now I have my switch mounted in here, which is nice, and it'll be very reliable to push all the time. It's not going to break. This stuff might as well just be new plastic now. This stuff is like melts the plastic. It makes a perfect bond. So that's how I have my switch mounted in here. So I'll show you the completed project here, but that's what it'll look like here. You guys can do it. I might get a little shroud too that says push to start and put it on here, and then you won't see that little mess up in the plastic. But again, truck's 35 years old, so whatever.